Hey guys, how's it going? DJ2 here, and it's time. It is time, guys. I am currently max level 310. I am very, very close to getting all this awesome, wonderful things, but that's not what we're here for. I am currently level 123, 123. And hopefully, by the end of this video, I will be level 131. If anyone wants to know how to do this, the way you got to do this is you have to have every single mythic lead in your squads. Every single mythic lead right there. You have to have the two mythic survivors, Mr. Joel and Carolina. I actually remembered this time. And you have to have every single other survivor in your squad legendary and maxed out. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to start right here. What I'm going to do is I'm not really even going to bother with right now I'm not bothering with how I'm going to organize my squads. Yes, that is a very important thing. The most important thing you've got to focus on when you're working on squads is the personality. Okay, they have to have the same personality as your lead. That's why many times I tell you guys, you know what, all you got to do is make sure that your leads that you have the leads that you have the most survivors of. Now, even though we have 3 different types of mythic leads for every type, that doesn't cover them all, of course. But you know what? You keep playing the game, you keep collecting everything, eventually you will get every single one of those. That's not what I want to do. You will get every single one of the mythic leads that you want. Eventually, if you play enough, you're going to get every single mythic lead in the entire game, and you might even get doubles. Currently, I have doubles of some and triples of a couple, but I do have every single mythic lead in the entire game. I also have a lot of legendary survivors. Now, I will be going after this very soon. I will be going through and I will be deciding what what legendary leads I want to, what legendary survivors I want to put into my sets, and if I want to do focus on like trap bonus, if I want to focus on health, defense, what I want to focus on. I will say though that I really do enjoy focusing on melee damage, so I might be focusing mostly on that. And finally, before we go away, this kid, for the longest time I thought this was a space helmet. It wasn't until we got into like the medieval times or the medieval things that I was like, oh, it's a medieval helmet. Oh wow, I have 3 of them here. All right, okay, let's keep going. We're at level 125 right now. 125. I do have 14 million survivor experience. It's not that difficult to get experience nowadays. What is difficult to get is the materials, is the evolution materials. First and foremost, drops of rain. Drops of rain are possibly the most difficult thing to get because you definitely need those 4 times missions. And I will be talking a little bit more about this, but very soon in the video where I'm going to talk about how I get drops of rain, how I get the lightning in the bottle, how I get the eye of the storm, how I get the storm shards. But I will talk right now a little bit about it because I want to kind of share with you guys. Drops of rain for me are the most difficult thing to get. The most basic thing you can do though is you can definitely spend a lot of time. Let's go ahead and go here. What you can definitely do is spend quite a bit of time and or quite a bit of gold every single week to buy every single evolution material. The drops of rain, the lightning in the bottle, the pure drops of rain, the lightning in the bottle, the eye of the storms, and the storm shards. Those are the most important ones that I feel that if you want to focus on leveling up and having all that. Right now, you may not need them. You may not need it right now, but if you have the extra gold, if you're playing the game, make sure that every single time that you see one of those 4 in the shop, whether it be the weekly or the event, make sure to buy them. Okay, make sure to get them. Very, very important, because like I said, even though you may not need it right now, you will need it in the future. Another way of getting stuff that's easier, I would say, is also in the collection book. If you work on your collection book, you are definitely going to get a lot of these as you progress in the game. As you progress up, you're going to be getting those rewards. If you saw recently, I did a collection book video, and in that collection book video, I went ahead and showed you guys kind of what you can get. If you go into my channel and just type in collection book, you should be able to find many more collection book examples, and or for me going from, I think I started at level 100 all the way to 245 where I am now. It's like 2 or 3, 4 or 5 videos. You can go check them out. You can see exactly what you're going to be getting. Don't forget though that the collection book was updated about 4 months ago. I think it was 3 months ago, 4 months ago, maybe more, where now we get better rewards. And those of us who had been playing the game for a while, we did get a massive amount of materials when we upgraded. Was that season 7? I think it might have been season 7. Might have been longer then. Okay, let's finish up here. Okay, continuing. The next thing that you need to do is you need to get yourself the other materials. Now, if you're going for level 131, that means that you're probably already in Twine Peaks. It means that you are grinding as hard as you can. You've got a lot of stuff. So you're just looking for that extra little boost of finishing up and getting the rest of your materials. So how do you do that? How do you get the other materials? The Eye of the Storms, the Lightning Bottles, Eye of the Storms, and Storm Shards. Now, for me, I gotta tell you, the best possible way is if you go into 4 times missions. Now, I have said this before, I recommend, especially now with the recent changes in difficulty in the game, husks are much more powerful than they were a couple months ago. A couple of months ago, I could easily do missions that were level 116, like easy. No, I would not get hurt. I was doing very good. Ever since the change, I struggle to do level 116 missions, which is part of the reason why I'm also doing this. I want to finish this. I want to go up to level 131 so I can have the best chance possible. Are we going to go to 127? Oh, 127. I want the absolute best chance possible to be able to get everything done in the game. So for me, that's why I'm doing the climb right now. That's why I'm pushing to 131. And why I really feel it's important to try and do it, especially if you're in near the end game content. Definitely try and push to those higher levels, because you know what? You're going to need every little bit of help to be able to do really good. I also want to get to level 131 because I want to be able to do better comparison videos, better guide videos, better weapon reviews, showing at 131 just what the absolute best possible damage and results I can get from weapons. For example, I finally finished my Plasmatron 9000. Is it called Plasmatron? I think it is. The pistol. I finally finished leveling it up to 130. I changed the setups. I ended up making it sort of crit, and I have a particular soldier setup, believe it or not, that I'm going to be using to show you guys. I did use it on stream recently, and it was surprising. It was actually very surprising just how powerful it is and how much DPS and damage I can get out of it. But it's a very unique one-time thing. But I am looking forward to doing that video and showing you guys, once I get to level 131, just what the maximum amount of damage you can get out of it. So let's move on. How to get the materials. Now, the evolution materials. Like I said, I will be doing a video very soon showing how I do it. I've been recording over the past couple of months little snippets whenever I do these missions, and we did find out a way when I was trying to do the last video when I did my 10 million survivor experience. If you guys want to see those videos, I'll make them pop over there one after the other. Those videos, when I did them, I needed, the thing that I needed the most was Lightning the Bottle, I believe, and Eye of the Storms. I believe those were the 2 things I needed the most. And of course Storm Shards, but I was okay with Storm Shards. I didn't need that many. But we discovered something very interesting. Yes, absolutely, if you want any material in the game or any experience in the game, of course doing the 4 times missions is going to be the best thing. But many times 4 times missions are going to be extremely difficult. So, and you're going to spend a ton of materials and traps to try and defeat it. So it may not be the best thing to do, And of course, this is a tip that I give everyone. If you want to try and solo, or if you want to try and do missions that are going to be easy for you, like if you want to be like, you know what, I'm just going to do this mission, it's not that hard, do missions that are at least 20 levels lower than you. If let's say I'm going to be level 1, let's say I was level 126, then I'm going to do missions that are going to be 105, 106. If and that's what I've been doing. I've been focusing on sticking to missions that are level 100 and below, and very rarely do I do missions that are higher level. If I do missions that are higher level, it's because I'll do missions where I don't need to spend materials. I don't need to use traps, like the resources, the resupply missions, the survivor missions, and my personal favorite, the encampment missions. But if you need to, if you want to, doing 4 times missions will most definitely give you the best results. But, and I think we're going to go to 129 in a second here. 129. There we go, 129. So they will give you the best results, you know, if you do the 4 times missions, but you will be spending a massive amount of materials. You're gonna spend a lot of materials, a lot of traps, and it can be a little draining and hard, especially if, let's say, you go through a mission and you spend a ton of materials and stuff and then you fail at the end, which I've been there many times before. So what do I recommend? What is the secret, I guess? Well, we figured it out a while back, and it hasn't changed. And I do think that from level 116 up, it's weird, because level 116 and up, the husks get extraordinarily difficult. If you do a 4 times mission in the level 140, the husks will be level 172. They are horribly hard, and it's a pain. It's really a pain. So for me, the only time that I do higher level missions are the ones that I just told you: the resupply, the survivors, and encampments. And encampments are my favorite. Our encampments, I gotta tell you right now, encampments are the best secret I can tell you to get materials, evolution materials, if you can play with others. And I'm saying, really, don't try and do the 116s, 124s, 128s until you are well into the 100s, 100, 105, 110 or higher. When you are in those levels, then yes, especially if you have a group of friends that you can get together with and just go and come on, 130, we're so close. If you have a group of friends that you can trust and go in with, go and do encampments. Go and do encampments and look for the encampments that have lightning in the bottle, I have the storm, and storm shards. So back when I was doing this, we found that out, and we did like in 3 days. I did 1 day lightning in the bottle, 1 day I have the storms, and 1 day storm shards. And it was amazing. It was absolutely incredible the amount you can get, because it does vary. You may do it the first time and you only get like 40 or 50, but sometimes you get 120, 150 of each. Now we're talking, I have the storms and lightning bottle. I think the highest we ever got lightning bottle was like 240. And the highest amount we got of storm shards was like 68 or 72. I definitely am going to be going through all of my footage, and if I need to, I'm going to start recording some new footage, some more updated footage of showing you guys the results that we get from running these missions, encampment missions, and they're wonderful. If you get yourself, and with encampment missions, you can definitely test a lot of different setups. You can do ninjas that use noble launchers. You can do wonderful ones are all the new Outlander setups you can use, all the new Outlander loadouts. There's some incredible Outlander loadouts out there. There's some just so much fun Outlander loadouts. There's a bunch where you can use like the Teddy and the Shock Tower, and it's tons of fun. Personally, for me, I really do enjoy still using my ninjas, because the Paleo Luna is amazing in those setups, as well as giving her a launcher to use as well. A noble launcher is really good. I'm really enjoying right now the new setup that I found, that is my it's based around the Plasmatron 9000. It's so much fun. It's so weird. Such a weird set. Oh! It happened. And of course, I love my explosive constructor. I love my explosive constructor. You guys can totally just use it, and then I just use all the launchers I want at it, and I finish, and I get everything I want. And right now, let's see. Let's take a look. I still have 154 out of the storms, 423 lightning bottle, 832 pure drops of rain, and 460 storm shards. I wish that pure drops of rain appeared in high level encampments, but I've never seen them. But there we go. All right, guys. So there we go. That's it. I'm done. I am done, guys. I am now officially level 131. I've maxed it out, guys. I've maxed it out now. I'm very excited. I can't wait to go in and try out all my setups. Quick little peek. This is the setup that I'm talking about. This is my other pistol setup, because I told you guys that I'm working on some setups for some pistol heroes, so you guys get a sneak peek here. There's my Paleo Luna setup if anyone wants to look at it. I love it. Perfect for SSDs, the greatest ever. Here is my explosive constructor. Love this setup. I use the Jabberwocky mainly, and that's why I have a Vasmades in there. And finally, my farming setup. Those are 5 setups I have. I'm a level 131, guys. I'm done. That's it. Okay, no. I was gonna be like, we're done. Well, I'm never gonna play this game again. No. Now we really get to have some fun. All right, so I guess welcome myself to the 131 club. Let's go, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. As always, I am DUJ2, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.